I think we all run into noobs in Fortnite. Do we not? Well, I run into way more noobs than the average human being. I run into so many noobs that I've become one. Alright, let's get into this video, guys. I have the top 10 skins noobs wear. This is my opinion. This is what I've experienced. So if you guys have any different skins you think I should have added on this list, please leave them in the comment section. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Turn on my notifications, please. I'd appreciate it. But let's get into this list, guys. Oh, one more thing, by the way. I'm not adding default skins because we all know those are what the noobs are rocking. I don't know why everyone is so horrible that has a default skin. I've known one player who had a default skin with over like 500 wins a couple months ago. He's a friend of mine. At this point, he could have like 700 or 800 wins, so that guy's definitely not a noob. And I feel like he outplays a lot of people because they think he's a noob. So don't always underestimate a default skin. It may just end up biting you in the ass. At my number 10 spot, I had to give it to the Bright Bomber, and this is a skin that could go either way. I feel like before it was more of a try-hard skin, but now that every streamer has used it and has praised it for being one of the best skins in the game, and Fortnite has released it so often that it would make your mind spin if you knew how often they've released it. Have you guys really kept track of how many times it's been in the shop? Well, I have. About 130 in the past one day. The Bright Bomber, it can be a try-hard skin, but the more and more I see it, the more and more I just feel like noobs are rocking it. They just have that one rare skin that is super popular, it's very trendy at the moment, and everyone's rocking it. And I think a lot of noobs rock it as well. At my number 9 spot, I have to give it to the Rogue Agent. Anything that's cheap, anything that's free, noobs, it's like a moth to the flame. Noobs run to this skin. They beg their mom for $5. That's all they need. Just, Mom, please, can I have $5 for the Rogue Agent starter pack, please? They buy it. You know, my brother, he's a noob. This is one of his only skins. He has this in the Battle Pass, the Season 4 Battle Pass. He just started playing. And honestly, this is what I expect. I expect someone who has no idea what they're doing. They don't know how to build. They just go around and spray and hope. They spray and pray. The Rogue Agent is an obvious choice. I'm surprised I didn't put it higher on this list, but I think I have some better options. So at our number 8 spot, I had to give it to the Bright Gunner. And I guess this one's pretty new, and some people like the Bright Bomber, some people like the Bright Gunner, but honestly, the Bright Bomber and the Bright Gunner are both noob skins in my opinion. I have a hatred for the Bright Gunner, so I think that's why it's a little bit higher up on this list. I don't like the skin design, and whenever I face someone with it, maybe I just notice when I destroy them because I hate them so much, but I swear, they don't know how to build. How do you play Fortnite and you don't know how to build? At this point in the game, come on guys, just be a little bit better. Just try a little bit harder. Don't buy the Bright Gunner if you can't try hard enough. At my number 7 spot, I gave it to another free skin. It's for the PS4 players, and I've never faced this one because I don't play on PS4, but I'm assuming that the blue team leader has got to be one of the most noob skin friendly skins in this game. Can you guys disagree? Leave a comment telling me if you play PS4. Do you run into this skin a lot, and are they noobier players or are they absolute tryhards? Because for me, I like this design. I like the Recon Specialist, which is basically the gray version of the blue team leader. And I really am envious of anyone who has this skin. I really want it super badly. But I could just see, since it's free, tons of people are using it and they're complete noobs. There may be a few tryhards, but for the vast majority of any of these skins on the list, they're going to be noobs. And you don't really have to go into the gun battle really expecting much. So at my number 6 spot, I had to give it to the Carbide. And I feel like noobs flock to this one. If you run into a Carbide, it's very easy to tell how newbie that player is. If they don't have any armor on, or if they have 1 or 2 pieces at this point in time, they're probably going to be a newbier player. So it's almost like they're giving you just the knowledge. They're like, here's a book of my past Fortnite games. Here's a video of how I play. Now you know, now you can kill me. That's basically what they're that's basically what they're saying. Also, Omega, if I see an Omega, I usually destroy them for some reason. I think it's just because they play a lot that they got Omega. They do all the challenges. They probably play squads a lot, and maybe they hop into a solo game every now and then. But honestly, whenever I see an Omega, I don't know if I've died to one yet, and I've seen maybe 10 or 15. It's just a skin I don't die to. Same with the Carbide. I rarely die to him. Just a newbie skin, and it's honestly just giving you the knowledge. I can't get over that. Don't use this skin if you're a complete noob. Use something else. But at my number 5 spot, I gave it to the Battlehawk, and this is another skin I see quite often, just like the Carbide. The more and more I see these skins, or the later and later we get into the season for season 4, I think the less and less we'll see these skins. But I could have put Zoe on this list. I just didn't, because whenever I face her, it's just like a coin flip. Either the person's a complete tryhard, like the sweatiest person alive, or they're a complete noob. There's really no middle ground if you're facing a Zoe. But for Battlehawk, I would say a majority of the time, 80%, if not even higher, you're going to be able to kill him if you're a decent player. At my number 4 spot, I had to give it to the Reaper, or John Wick. John Wick, you just can't use this skin at this point. He's just a meme. I do personally like this skin design, but let's just be honest. When we wake up, we eat John Wicks for breakfast before we go into battle. I need to make a top 10 tryhard skin list. So if you guys have any tryhard skins that you face on a regular basis, please leave them in the comment section. I think I already know my number 1, but I don't want to give it away. But the Reaper at this point, it's just not cool. It's not fresh, it's not new. But like sometimes if a skin is very old, it's cool, but I just don't think the Reaper is there yet. There needs to be a few more seasons, then you can bring it back out and it'll be a cool skin then, I'm pretty sure. You know, the retro pick, as I say. Our number 3 spot, the Blue Squire and the Royal Knight. I have seen some streamers starting to use these skins a little bit more often, but in my opinion, if I see a Blue Squire or a Royal Knight, I have no faith that they will kill me. I honestly know they won't. They will not kill me. I'm not dying. I've never died, guys. I've never died to a Blue Squire or a Royal Knight. These came from the Season 2 Battle Pass. They're the first skins you got, but for me, it's just no competition. Like, honestly, don't use these skins around me because I am going to be pissed off. Just like the Bright Gunner. I'm like pissed off at you. Like, fuck this dude. He has horrible taste. He has horrible ass taste in skins. He needs to die. At my number 2 spot, I gave it to a very surprising one. I don't know why noobs flock to this one so much. Really. Someone explained it to me. I left some other legendaries off this list that maybe could have been on it, but for me, this is easily by far the noobiest skin. I need a therapist to read my mind and try to figure out exactly why I think this one is so newbie. But at our number 2 spot, I gave it to the Raven. And honestly, I think the Raven is one of the best legendaries. Maybe that's why. Maybe most people think the Raven's a badass legendary and that's why they bought him. And then it's just a majority of players aren't that good. That could be the case because I think a majority of the player base on PC, Xbox, PS4 are just not that talented. They don't play enough. They don't have the skills to really compete. But the Raven is a skin I love. Maybe I should start using it. I'll throw some people off because if you're in my shoes, you definitely see that the Raven, no competition. But the number 1 spot, I almost want to just start running. I want to sprint away. I want to sprint away from my mic and go do something else. Get this fucking dirty taste out of my mouth after saying these words for this skin. At our number 1 spot, I have to give it to the Rust Lord. And I still see the Rust Lord using Take the L on me after I die. You know, I don't die to noobs very often, but it happens. And when they use Take the L, I don't want to tell you what I want to do, but you guys know. I really do. But the Rust Lord, I don't see how people like this skin. I don't see how people still use this skin. I can respect people for using the Carbide or the Battle Hawk, but the Rust Lord? Come on, man. Use at least the John Wick. Use the John Wick. Use the Dark Voyager. Use the Moonwalker. Use the Mission Specialist for all I care. Use something. Just don't use this, please. But honestly, guys, if you use these skins, I'm not mad at you. I use some of these skins. I would say I use, like, I usually randomize my skin, so I've used most of these skins. I think I have them all except for the blue team leader. Yeah, I do have them all except for the blue team leader. A lot of them are the battle pass skins, just because a lot of people can get them. It's almost as if they're a default skin to me. But tell me your list. Tell me what you think is the noobiest skin you've ever seen. There may be a legendary skin out there that I missed or didn't really think of, but I think I got a pretty good list here. Please leave them in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.